now in depth look at the three revolutionary ideas of the Congress that the Prime Minister talked about, and I'll reveal everything. Number one, appeasement. The Congress has a chance, it really does, to show it is against appeasement by saying that it is for the Uniform Civil Code and will not allow Muslim personal laws to run riot, by saying that it will ban middle-aged Muslims from marrying children, by saying that its government will control mosques as it does Hindu temples, by saying that it will overturn its overturning of the Supreme Court Shah Bano judgment, by saying that it will abrogate the Waqf Act that is blatantly discriminatory, by saying that it will abrogate the conjunction of RTE with the 93rd Amendment that allows Muslim schools to escape keeping reservations for the economically weaker sections, by saying that it will abrogate Hajj subsidy, by saying that it will not celebrate the Hindu mass murderer Tipu Sultan's Jayanti, that it will not allow roads and towns to be named after genocidal monster Aurangzeb, by saying that it will stop paying salaries of Maulvis, by saying that it will stop state-sanctioned and funded madrasas, by saying that it will not have a blanket OBC quota for Muslims where all Muslims are declared backward, by saying that it will include Islamic properties under its wealth redistribution scheme, by saying that it will pass a law making it mandatory that organs be donated to only those Muslims who have themselves pledged to donate their organs. If it isn't going to do any of these, then the Prime Minister is right. How is it Congress's manifesto any different from a manifesto drawn by an Islamic supremacist agency? Number two, wealth redistribution. Now, I don't need to expound on this much more because this is straight out of the pocket diaries of Mao and Pol Pot, belonging to this anti-science cult that has resulted in the murder of 100 million people and is the antithesis of Darwinism, in that it abjures competition and empathy. It attracts hateful, incompetent failures in life. It cushions their guilt of destroying things they're incapable of building. Common sense tells you, Rahul, that beyond the wealth that is anyway redistributed through the income and corporate taxes, any further redistribution amounts to the Marxist idea of looting those who generate wealth, or as Marx himself said, from each according to his ability to each according to his need. But who decides what is ability and what is need? Altruism must always be a fraction of truism. Congress raised corporate taxes to 45% in 1991. Modi reduced it to 22% because common sense tells you that zealous redistribution of wealth reduces wealth. And total redistribution of wealth reduces wealth totally because it removes the incentive for people who generate wealth to generate wealth. Because it makes a segment of population, the recipients, uncompetitive and unproductive, because it destroys every nation that has ever implemented it. Number three, very briefly, inheritance tax. Beyond tackling inheritance accrued through slavery and social Darwinism, inheritance tax is draconian. Every generation strives to generate wealth for its progeny. For the state to take half of it is cruel beyond imagination. One saves in the hope that it will alleviate suffering of the next generation. One saves for one's own children, not for the children of Nehru, so they may carry out their crackpot commie ideas. Rahul, I will either have a divided India or a destroyed India, had said Jinnah. While he managed the former, the Congress is intent upon managing the latter with its three ideas of appeasement, wealth redistribution and inheritance tax. Because they don't encourage welfare, they encourage warfare. They are ideas that promise to break up India.